turn our attention to the French newspapers. There's one word, really, which is kind of summaring them all up. Austerity. It's a big announcement today.
It's the big word in French press today, as it's been for a while. We're going to start by looking at La Croix, the Catholic newspaper. It's interesting when they pick up on the economy. I think it means that they mean business, I guess. And here you see La Rigueur, de Rigueur, austerity is on the agenda. According to La Croix, it's France's turn to start watching its budget. Le Parisien also has the austerity measures on its front cover. It says La Rigueur version Fillon. So François Fillon, the French Prime Minister, his version of austerity measures. Now, François Fillon has said that the 2011 budget is going to be the tightest budget since 1945, right at the end of World War II, so making the situation quite dramatic. Now, in Le Parisien, they take a closer look at these belt-tightening measures that France is going to go through. For instance, increasing the VAT, making big businesses chip in, having cuts in social security and health spending. And they interview two economists who have strikingly different opinions on this. Christian Saint-Etienne says that the government needs to go even further. He says that France risks losing its AAA rating, and these measures aren't rigorous enough. Whereas Hervé Sterdignac says that France is headed straight into the wall. He says that these austerity measures are only going to make the crisis even worse.
OK, right-leaning Le Figaro perhaps has some kind words for the right-wing Prime Minister François Fillon.
Kind words indeed. There you see François Fillon on the cover of Le Figaro, and it says that the biggest fight is going to be against deficits in this budget. So as we've been hearing, François Fillon is set to announce these new measures today, how he's going to reduce the deficit. And the editorial applauds his way of acting, basically by saying that this is not a time for an easy solution or pandering to votes with popular measures. According to Le Figaro, austerity is necessary, and François Fillon and Nicolas Sarkozy are telling French people the way it is and acting accordingly. Le Figaro takes a jab at François Hollande, on the other hand, saying that, first of all, he's not qualified for the job, and also they say that the left is completely oblivious to the real needs of the French economy.
So we've got François Fillon, right-wing politician, all over the front of the right-wing papers. Left-wing papers is the left-wing politician, the other François Hollande.
There's the other François on the cover of Libération. He says, I'm not a counter-president, I'm the next president. So a very confident François Hollande. Libération has an exclusive interview with Hollande in which he pretty much exclusively focuses on austerity, which is interesting because the socialists have often been criticized for wanting to increase state spending. François Hollande says that austerity measures are the only way out of the crisis, but that these austerity measures have to make sense. Now, what he means by that is that the government has to be more serious and meticulous in the way of managing public finances. But it's interesting because, for once, Libération is actually a little bit critical of François Hollande. They say that he's been spending too much time in the shadow. They say that he could have been more present and active in the last couple of days with the Brussels summit, with the G20. They say that he has to get out there, basically, and in the meantime, Sarkozy is making a lot of personal gains and acting more like a candidate than he is.
OK, we're going to solve the financial crisis for you now with a practical joke, aren't we?
Yes, if you take the metro in Paris these days, you know that there's a station called Bourse, so a stock market. It's on line 3, and some jokers have put little stickers on the metro map saying that Bourse is definitively shut down. And it's funny because these little stickers that you see right there look exactly like the same stickers that they have when there's construction.
Exactly.
And so it's really easy to fall into their trap.
Just get off at 4 September instead, that's the answer. Moving on, 2012 elections, constantly a hot topic, of course, still in the papers, and it's still featuring even today.
Yes, Jean-Pierre Chevènement, who's a very well-known politician here in France, has said that he plans on running in 2012. He says he wants to shake things up, and according to Libération, this is worrying and embarrassing for the socialists because the 72-year-old left-leaning candidate could draw votes away from Hollande. Now, according to Libération, the left is worried about this. They're afraid of having history repeat itself, another 21st of April 2002, when the socialists didn't manage to make it into round 2 of the election. So this ghost of the 21st of April is starting to rear its head again in the French press.
OK, all the warnings in the French press about what could happen today. Tomorrow, of course, this time we'll tell you what they said after the announcement's been made. France, thank you very much. France here with the newspaper review, French-wise, here on France 24. Do stay with us if you can.